For today's recipe, you will need 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 small onion diced, 1 3/4 cups of chicken broth, 1/2 of a poblano pepper seeded and minced, which is optional, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 cup of long grain rice, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. Put a damp cloth under the cutting board to help it from moving while we're cutting. Next, we're going to take and cut off the root end and the stem end off our onion. Make a slice into the side of the onion, peel off the papery skin as well as the first layer of onion. If you've ever noticed that when you've cooked onion before and a few pieces are a little tough, that's the piece that's usually tough. Next, we're going to cut our onion in half. We're going to lay the half down flat, making sure to keep our fingers out of the way. Make a few vertical cuts almost all the way through the onion, but not quite. And then simply slice so that we get a nice diced onion. If you notice, I didn't go right to the end of the onion, but that's okay. I'm going to keep that for some stock. And if I'm not making stock right away, I'll put it in a bag in the freezer until I am. Once your onion is ready, you can go in a bowl until the other ingredients are ready to go. Today we're using a poblano pepper in this recipe, which makes it a little more kid-friendly because they're not quite as spicy as a jalapeno. If you like spice, feel free to use that kind. Now what we're going to do is cut the end off our pepper, pull out some of the core, slice the pepper in half, and remove the rest of the core and the seeds. This one's really easy and it just peels out. If it doesn't peel out as easily, feel free to use your knife to scrape it out. Next, we're going to make some long, thin strips. Gather the strips up and cut into small, diced pieces. Once we have this all cut up, it can go in the bowl with the onion. Now that our vegetables are prepared, in a saucepan over medium-high heat, we're going to add in our butter. Get it to start to melt. Then we're going to add in our pepper and onion. Give it a stir. Then we're going to add in our rice and cook until the rice is starting to turn golden and the onions are getting soft. Now that the rice is golden and the onion is soft, we're going to add in all of our spices, including the salt and pepper and garlic. Give it a good stir, and then we're going to cook for about another minute. Now that the spices have cooked in for about a minute, we're going to add in our can of tomatoes, the 1 3/4 cups of chicken stock, and about a tablespoon of tomato paste. We're going to give that a good stir and get it to come back up to boil. Once it does, turn it down to simmer, put a lid on it, and cook for approximately 20 minutes until the rice has absorbed most of the liquid. Once the rice is cooked for 20 minutes and it has absorbed most of the water, you can shut the burner off and let it set for about 10 minutes and you're good to go.